7-year-old Jamal White. Police say he was last seen around 7 o'clock tonight near 61st and Houston Street. That's near Good Hope Road. Again, last seen in a small white SUV, a Jeep Renegade. Not clear if this is an abduction. We're working to get that information. 12 News' Emily Pofall just arrived there to the scene. Emily, are police there right now?
They are, Blake. I want to show you. We're on 61st and Houston right now. I'm going to have my photographer zoom in. You can see that there are multiple police squad cars. We've seen detectives here on scene as well. Some of them going door to door looking for Jamal White. Again, you've seen him on your screen. He's about 4 feet tall. He's 7 years old. It's an urgent search for the 7-year-old right now. Milwaukee police saying that he's critically missing and last seen in a white SUV. We are working on getting in contact with family members and friends of the family to talk about what might have happened here, find out some more information. Again, not clear if this is an abduction at this point, but you can see from the police presence here that they are urgently looking for this little boy, Blake.
7-year-old Jamal White was last seen riding his bike down the street when all of a sudden what looks like a Jeep Renegade was seen making a U-turn and then following him in his direction.
Is now safe.
They got him, y'all.
There are still unanswered questions, including who exactly was responsible for abducting him Friday night. Milwaukee police now saying they arrested a 25-year-old man near 39th and Lloyd, the same place where Jamal had been located Saturday. Police telling 12 News that 25-year-old was arrested in connection with Jamal's abduction, which triggered a statewide Amber Alert just before midnight Friday.
We don't have any information to give to say, this is what happened and that what happened.
Doorbell camera footage from Friday showing that moment near 61st and Houston. A small child can be seen riding a bicycle before a white Jeep Renegade turns around, following the young boy. Jamal's aunt telling 12 News that 4 masked men holding guns took the boy.
Pass out flyers. We are passing out flyers everywhere. Post it on your social media.
The next day, family organizing a frantic search along 61st and Houston, even offering a $50,000 reward for Jamal's safe return. In the middle of that search, they got a call.
What? He where? And we just pulled up. It was just like, I don't know. I'm happy.
Oh, my Lord, they got him. That's him. They got him.
Family now happy to have Jamal back, but still awaiting more answers.
What happened is he's home, he's safe, and whatever happened, we're glad that he's here and he's alive.
The entire city so relieved Jamal is safe. TJ Dysart joining us now live from the newsroom. TJ, do we know if any other arrests have been made?
Well, Cyria, you'll remember Jamal's aunt says she saw 4 masked men with guns come out of that Jeep Renegade. We've asked Milwaukee police if any other arrests have been made in connection with the abduction, but have not yet heard back. We do know, however, that white Jeep Renegade seen in that doorbell video was located by police.
And we will keep asking those questions. TJ.
Breaking news at 5. New video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday.
They got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services. As this investigation continues for police, they're hoping to reunite with him soon.
Okay, so there's some controversy that is going around on social media about Jamal White and the family, whether or not they had something to do with their son's abduction and the way the father handled himself at the time that it all occurred. Well, I've watched this video over and over from various formats, from different angles. I listened to all the stories that was told to the police officers, what the police officers did all the way up until the time they found this young man. And it is sad to say where the issue should have been as to why it took them so long to send out that freaking Amber Alert for that child, that they actually turned their aggression towards the father. Now, I will say this, that far as the way the father reacted, running to the house versus running to the child. Now, if it was me, and this is only from how I know I'm programmed about my kids, and I don't mess around about mine, I'm running to my kid before I run to a house, because you go ahead and shoot me. But my first natural instinct would have been to try to guard my child. If I seen someone with a gun, I would have ran to my child and probably just threw myself on top. Now, if you want to shoot, you're going to have to shoot through me to get to my child. Now, that would have been my natural reaction. And I have been placed in some situations over the years where I know that would have been my natural reaction to my child as a parent. So I'm not really sure, and don't really want to bash him, because maybe in his mind he was thinking, he had to get inside the house to get something in order to protect his child. Now, I did hear his side of the story where he said that he thought they were going to rob him, and so therefore he went inside the house and he trained his son that if anything like this would have happened, just take off running. And from what his son was trained on, that's exactly what this little boy did, because he didn't run to his father. He ran away from his father, which was towards the backyard. So for me, watching that and listening to all the details of what is going on, I truly believe that the father and the family had absolutely nothing to do with this whatsoever. It was just a reaction of his. Now that's going to have to be between him and God, as far as his reaction when it comes to his son. But the bigger picture should have been on as to why it took them so long to get to that child, because they reported it at 7 p.m. on Friday. It wasn't issued, the Amber Alert, until 12 a.m. the next morning, which was the 12th of July, that Saturday. Now, they did find him safe and sound. Now, another issue everybody keeps seeming to be having is the uncle, which is the father's twin brother, was arrested. Well, let's look at his actions too. He was inside the house, and when the father ran in, saying whatever he said, he came out with a pew and started to shooting. And multiple witnesses said they saw him shooting. So that's a natural reaction. If you have a weapon to defend your family, you're probably going to do what the uncle did. And therefore, he was arrested because they look at it as he just took matters into his own hands. However, charges have not been filed. Now, what I am struggling with as to why they have not released this child back into the family. So that might speak a different volume on what's really going on here. It's an ongoing investigation because the child currently is still up under the care of the father of Department of Children and Family. So the child is in their possession at this time, even though further investigation is going on about this case as to what is actually happening, what in the world is going on. But I think the real focus and the real question should be on, why is it that they took as long as they did for this young black boy who was abducted? This could have ended so tragically, very tragically, and it took them that long. And the excuses that they gave, as far as their procedures, if that's your procedure, then you need to amp your procedure up just a little bit better than that, because we're talking about a child. We're not talking about adult. We're talking about a child. But God be the glory that God's son, a guardian angel, and protected this child. No telling what happened to this child while he was in their possession. But laws need to be changed, and it's not right for anybody to do this, because that boy was a young black man and be treated the way he was treated. Far as law enforcement, we got to do better than this.
Jamal was found and is safe. There's still a piece of you that feels Milwaukee police dropped the ball, specifically in terms of the Amber Alert?
Yes, specifically in terms of the Amber Alert.
Concern mounting on Monday, 2 days after an Amber Alert for missing child Jamal White was canceled. The 7-year-old found safe near 39th and Lloyd in Milwaukee after police say he was abducted at gunpoint on Friday night.
The footage, if anybody has seen it, was gripping. It was heartbreaking.
Doorbell footage provided by Jamal's family shows the moment a white Jeep SUV believed to be the suspect's vehicle drives past. Moments later, you hear Jamal's cries for help.
You heard a child screaming for his father.
The video quickly made the rounds on social media.
My immediate reaction was, where's my Amber Alert? If this happened just 2 hours ago, where's my Amber Alert?
One viewer asking TMJ4 News, can you find out why it took them 4 hours for an Amber Alert, please? The city wants answers. Jamal was reported missing by family at around 7 p.m. on Friday. On Monday, Milwaukee police told me they requested an Amber Alert from the Department of Justice at around 9:22 p.m. that night, after an investigation to gather all the information necessary to make that request. The Amber Alert was issued just before midnight, more than 2 hours later. The DOJ website says in order for an alert to be issued, an abduction of a child 17 or younger must take place, and that child is determined to be in danger of serious injury or death, and there must be enough descriptive information about the victim and the abduction for police to believe an Amber Alert could help find the child.
All of these were met when it was reported that he was taken by gunpoint.
Lorian worries the lack of urgency she witnessed in Jamal's case is part of a bigger problem.
We know that, as you said, it took almost 5 hours to release that Amber Alert, and what we're witnessing, there is a term for it, and it's called missing white child syndrome.
She's calling for a review of protocols and for transparency, saying Jamal's Amber Alert should have came faster.
For anybody that doesn't know, 75% of all child abduction tragedy happens within the first 3 hours of the tragedy. Our children shouldn't be less protected because of the color of their skin.
As always, y'all, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And toodles. As always, y'all, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And toodles.